Yeah, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So as most of you are probably aware, the PlayStation 5 showcase came on yesterday around 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And the PlayStation 5's, the price and the release date became available. I wasn't really aware of this, but apparently right after the showcase, they released, pre-orders for you to order it on Amazon. And I decided to just take a convenient nap right after the showcase. And when I woke up, everything was sold out. So your boy doesn't have a PlayStation 5. I'm kind of salty about that, but I think I can hold out a little bit longer, maybe a couple of weeks after. I don't know. We'll see. PC is pretty strong right now. Anyway, yeah, the whole point of this video is for us to just go ahead and look at it. We're not going to react to the entire showcase. It was like 45 minutes long. Instead, we're going to skip to the juicy parts. We're going to look at the juiciest parts of the showcase, and we're going to talk about our reactions and basically what we think about the games that are displayed. That's it. That's all we're going to really do. I would like to note that this coffee mug is actually, it's actually green, but for whatever reason it's showing up black on the screen. I'm not exactly sure what happened. And also, yes, I will be wearing my oversized hoodie. I don't know if you guys have oversized hoodies, but I feel like, you know, like every guy or everyone I know, but you know, maybe I don't know a lot of people, but everyone has like that oversized hoodie that you just put on. It feels like a blanket. It's a walking. Okay, you know what? Let's get into the video. I'll talk to you guys about this later. By the way, before everything is played, it says the following content is captured on PC emulating the PS5 experience, which means that the PS5 is probably not as powerful as the PC. Whatever PC play, the visuals that you see here is probably much stronger than what you're going to see on the PS5. That's basically what this means.
You all know the target.
I forgot you guys don't like slurping.
Dominant. And only the dominant.
Okay, so the first game is Final Fantasy XVI, okay? For those of you who don't know, Final Fantasy is a series that's been going on. It's an RPG, the most long ongoing RPG, most known for Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VII Remake that just came out recently. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to let the game play in the background because it's going to take way too long for me to talk about here. Let me put on a little bit of audio for you. But the graphics looks pretty good. I don't really have too much complaints about it in terms of the graphics, but if you're a Final Fantasy fan, nope, I'm turning this down. You can just watch in the background. If you've played Final Fantasy 15, then if you're a Final Fantasy fan, then you already know that Final Fantasy 15 for the most part was the letdown, okay? Not to say that it was a completely terrible bad game, but it took way too long for that game to come out, and when it did come out, it was glitchy, it was messed up. I didn't even feel like it was complete. It wasn't like a true Final Fantasy game. I can't even think. Probably the best last Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy 13 in terms of just Final Fantasy. Now here's some of the graphics now. You can see right here. It looks good. Just like Final Fantasy 15. It looks good, but I get the feeling, bro, that it's going to be another letdown. It's been like that for a while. I'm not sure what's going on with Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII Remake was actually the last good Final Fantasy game, and if they can somehow learn from that, then yeah, this game will be amazing. Also, as I watch again, a lot of the cast looks like very uniconic. Like nobody really stands out. Like if you look at Final Fantasy VII, you know, they have like Cloud, he has the chocobo hair, or Final Fantasy X, they got Tidus, or if you got Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasies, there's usually someone who just stands out a lot. Now, the animals and the monsters and the mobs stand out even more than the characters, but maybe it's just because I don't know who the characters are yet. But this is Final Fantasy 16. I'm going to play it because I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I'm a little worried that it's going to be garbage, but we'll see. You know, they can always turn things around.
To change out here. Dang, I'm late for Mom's rally.
Okay, as you guys guessed, the next game is Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm just going to go ahead and play it in the background, just so you can see some of the graphics. But this game actually blew my mind. If you guys watch the showcase on this, the graphics on this looks absolutely insane. Everything about this game looks like it's going to be basically like the perfect PS5 game. It's going to be the perfect PlayStation 5 launch. So here you can like see them walking around, and you can see how apparently his mom is running for president, or I don't know, maybe governor or something like that. But it's very interactive. Everyone's got high graphics, so they better have, because it's the PlayStation 5. But yeah, it looks good. So let's just skip to the good part. Let's get to the actual, there's a fight scene here where you can actually see them fighting. We can, you know, graphics, get it. We get it, right? Cinematic, we know it's gonna look good here. But let's just actually see the fight scene. And we know the fight scene is also choreographed too, but still, we're gonna watch it anyway. So.
Keep him busy.
So that joint off the bat looks so good. Oh my god.
Have to stop this.
What? God damn, this looks way too good. Okay. So look, I'm just gonna stop it just because I don't want to get any copyright. I'm pretty sure if I play a certain part of this clip for too long, it's gonna get copyrighted. This game, guys, in terms of the Spider-Man has always been one of those games that come out for the PlayStation, and the graphics on this thing always looks good. The fighting, the actual fighting on this is so good because now you have Miles Morales, so now you have all the assets to like all the electromagnetic capabilities, all the invincibility. It looks really good. It looks really solid. Like, I'm not going to go into super detail, but Spider-Man has always been an enjoyable experience, in my opinion, for all gamers. Every Spider-Man game has hit really well. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. All right, next up is Harry Potter the RPG. Okay, I know that song's about to be copyrighted. Okay, so the next game is Harry Potter. It's a Harry Potter RPG, basically, and it's something that I think a lot of people who play video games have always had wet dreams about. The concept of actually being in the Harry Potter world and actually it being like an open RPG element. It looks so good. It's a shame because, like, I don't know if you guys know, there's a lot of controversy happening with J.K. Rowling, right? She's beefing with like everybody, basically. She's just beefing. Okay, let's just keep it at that. Maybe we'll talk about that another time. But the Harry Potter, book was, in my opinion, very good. And this game is also going to be very good. So it sucks that there's going to be like politics and controversy around it. But I think I would play this just because I enjoy Harry Potter and the game and the people who created it. It's always been a concept that I've wanted to try out. So I'm excited for this game. Sad that it has to be, tagged along with a bunch of drama and controversy behind it, but hey, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, we're going to speed through the rest of the games. This is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, I think. And yeah, this game looks amazing as well. Like, it just, the beginning of the game of every single, Call of Duty is basically a big cinematic. Here, I'll fast forward it for you. Okay. It's actually insane. Like, everything that's happening here in the beginning of the showcase, like, it's, they basically try to wow you with all the graphics. It's a big movie, but when you have guns at certain points, and it's Call of Duty. Okay, when a Call of Duty comes out, if you just like Call of Duty, you'll play Call of Duty. I'll probably get this game as well because I've played almost every single Call of Duty. My favorite one is probably Modern Warfare 2. That's probably my favorite Call of Duty of all time. I feel like that had one of the best stories and one of the best play styles in terms of the game when it first came out. But yeah, shooting game. Yeah, you get it, and that's what this is. All right, so the next game is a scary game called Village. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really fuck with scary games. I don't play them. I don't understand people who play scary. I don't really understand people who play scary games for the sake of playing scary games, just for the sake of being afraid. I can't do that, especially if you do it by yourself. Feel like I will take what I see in video games, and when I have nightmares, it will be exemplified. But yeah, it's called The Village, and it's coming in 2021. I mean, yeah, another scary game. Then they have this other game. It looks really pretty. It's called Deathloop. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of like a shooting game, and everyone just keeps dying all over and over again. And they show a bunch of people. Looks like a shooting game. The graphics on it and the whole cell shaded and everything looks really pretty. I'm curious to see what comes from it, but I don't really know much more about it, about the fact that it looks pretty. It might be one of those kind of like games that looks good on paper but doesn't play well, but it looks really well made. So that's the next game, basically. So the next game they announced is Devil May Cry Special Edition. It's already come out for PlayStation 4, but they have a special edition for the PS5. So there's not much to say about it. It's just a remake of a previous game. Well, not a remake. It's just the special edition. Maybe it'll come with more DLC, more combos. I didn't play it for PlayStation 5. It's one of the first Devil May Cries that I didn't play for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm sure it's pretty good. But yeah, re-releasing that on the PS5 just so you can show off these graphics and the music and show off to the, the edgy fighting and everything. It's pretty good, so yeah. All right, so the next game is Oddworld. So Oddworld seems to be one of those games. I'm trying to fast forward Abe's World. Oddworld is actually one of those games. Come on, man. It's one of those games that I actually have never played, for the PlayStation, but I always see this game being showcased. Like, like I see it for every single PlayStation reveal, either Oddworld or Abe's World. I don't know. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I know the game, but I've never played it. But I've always wondered why it's always being like put on the spotlight. I don't know if it's really a popular game and I just don't know about it. It's one of those games that, again, I just keep saying I see it all the time, but I've never played it. I don't know how many of you people are excited about it. I don't really have much like feelings or thoughts about it. It looks like a Lemmings game where you just run around and you try not to get your people killed. It looks fun, I guess, but I just don't know a lot about it. I'm always wondering why it's always being pushed to the spotlight. So, yeah, Oddworld Soulstorm. Anyway, this is the game. Oh my god.
They're here with me. Please come out. I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. We came together.
Okay. This is Five Nights at Freddy's for the PlayStation 5. Guys, okay. Five Nights at Freddy's, one of the scary games that I will always watch people play. I don't think I could ever attempt it, but I can't believe they actually got a PS5 reveal.
I think she's found us.
Is that Freddy? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I ain't playing this game. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna watch Markiplier play. Okay, I'm gonna watch Markiplier play. I ain't playing this thing. But Five Nights at Freddy's basically looks really good. It's probably going to be even amazing on the PS5. And if you, Five Nights at Freddy's with actual like support, with a lot of money put into behind it, means we're going to get even more. Nah, bro. I ain't messing with this game. But it's going to be good. Okay, so the next game is Demon Souls. But I have to tell you, this gameplay is garbage. Okay, this is all you see for like the next 5 minutes is this dude. You just watch this guy running around, hobbling around, either blocking or one slicing monsters the entirety of the time. It's probably the most boring trailer that I've ever seen for a game that's going to be so highly acclaimed. Look at this. Okay, parry, you know, stab him. Cool. That looks good. That part looked good. But then otherwise, it's just this man just running around doing the same thing, and nah, it's not really doing it for me. It's not really doing it for me until you get to the boss fight. Now this dude looks like a fucking menace, bro. Like Jesus Christ. So anyway, this part looks good. New Demon Souls games coming out. I think it's going to be pretty amazing. Demon Souls, I've only played like 1 or 2 of them. I've never beaten them because I'm garbage at the game. It's one of those games that I'm just really garbage at. I'm really good at, you know, video games in general, but I'm really bad at Demon Souls games. Maybe Demon Souls games is the definition of being a good gamer or not. I don't know. It looks really good. I want to play it. It looks really pretty. But the showcase was like literally 3 or 4 minutes of this dude just walking like this, and it was kind of boring at first. But yeah, Demon Souls. So yeah, they got Fortnite for the PlayStation 5. I don't think that's anything special. It's a pretty cool trailer. I think Fortnite's trailers are always really cool. But yeah, PlayStation 5, Fortnite, if you're interested into that kind of thing. All right, here we get to the prices and the launch date. PS5, PlayStation 5 Digital Edition. $500 for the one with the disc and $400 for the digital edition. Coming out November 12th everywhere, and then November 19th everywhere else, basically. So yeah, that's basically what everyone was looking for, was this huge price drop, basically. So which means that it's on par with Xbox's price, and it's pretty cheap, actually. I actually don't know who would spend an extra $100 for the non-digital edition just so that they can get a disc drive. I mean, maybe people still like to get the actual disc, but digital edition being $400 is exactly on par with the Xbox prices. And and as of last night, PlayStation, they basically released their pre-orders before Xbox. So Yeah, PlayStation 5 won. In terms of just the strategy, Xbox made their move first. PlayStation made their move second. There's not a lot of games coming out on release, so I'm not actually that mad that I didn't get a PlayStation 5. I can wait for it. I can wait for some games to come out. The only thing that I'm really super and excited to play for is Spiderman, which I think is going to be available in the fall. But everything else that I'm kind of interested in doesn't seem like it's going to be coming out anytime soon. Final Fantasy 16, that ain't coming out until like 2022 or 2023. Just Final Fantasy games just have, they just never come out on time. And when they do come out, they're usually garbage. I don't really have any hopes for that. So yeah, that's the PlayStation 5 showcase in a nutshell. Again, I'm probably most hyped for Spider-Man. Outside of that, for me specifically, not a lot caught my attention. They all look like fun games in terms of games that come out, and they all look like really good exclusive. They all look like games that I'm going to play. That and Five Nights at Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy, I really want to watch somebody else play, but if enough people ask, I'll play it myself. All right, that's it. That's the video, okay? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What's your favorite game? What do you like? What do you don't like? Whatever, you know, just kind of releasing a video for you guys. A lot of you said, hey, I should talk about some video game stuff instead of the drama, so here we go. That's me talking about the video games. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.